I'm going a little too far, aren't I? So that's the one. I think perhaps... Still don't know how to get to that one. I think perhaps that might be in recuperation. Which would be nice. Oh, this looks lovely. Quite lovely. Incendiary bolts, huh? Might as well. Let's see here. Where are those? I could just do a sticky grenade. That might blow things all around. Let's go with these for now.
I've never seen such a massive infestation.
That's okay, Garrett. I mean, Corvo. We won't see it ever again. Oh. Apparently it was right inside of one of the nests. By the way, I think we've got enough to get the jumpy powers that I wanted. Yes, please. Oh yeah, that's the kind of jump that I remember. That's the kind of jump that I wanted. Poor guy. Well, might as well use that now. Oh look, someone wants to play. Is there a nest somewhere? Ah. This looks interesting. Like, very interesting. Hello? Is this just back where I was? I guess it might be. Still interesting. Alright, what is this? Combustion. I just want to look at the combustion. I don't want to do anything else. Grenades inflict slightly more damage. That's not what I want, though. None of it really is. Oh, of course. Of course there was some rum that's flammable right there. So is there anything more around here, or is it just below me now? It seems to only be below me. So wherever that may be, it is not here. But we are getting closer to it. It's making all the squishy noises. Squishy? Oh, you're making squishy noises. We'll talk to you in a minute. Ooh. This looks pretty. Can I not go through here without breaking this glass? That sucks. I was hoping that there was no glass there. Alright, well, let's see what she has to say. Hi.
I've gotten something under my fingernails again.
Ew.
What was I working with? Iodine, perhaps?
Dispersed incendiary release. Don't mind if I do.
I didn't used to lose things like this. A disease of the memory, perhaps. A common affliction for the gifted.
This isn't Vasco, is it?
Duke must see reason. I need more patience. There's so much I could do here. Like when Adamire first opened.
Just sounds like you're trying to do things that you just can't anymore.
Coming back to the Institute after my trip hasn't relaxed me as I thought it would. My sleep is disturbed.
Here, let me take this corrupt bone charm out of your possession, and maybe you won't be so disturbed anymore. Also, I wouldn't mind eating your food. You don't mind that either, too, right? Correct? Witch's skin. What have we here, witch's skin? When taking damage, our mana is drained before our health. Our mana doesn't regenerate. Doesn't seem particularly helpful. Oh, stun mine. Crown Killer Rampage continues. Is this a new one? It is. Wherever there are opponents of the Empress Emily Kaldwin, so follow the ghastly deeds of the Crown Killer. The first victims were citizens of Karnaca. Most notably, Corey Brockburn, one of the earliest to so openly criticize the young Kaldwin. Just a month after the passage of her Sharecropper Rights Act, Brockburn urged the Parliament in Bristol to hold a vote for no confidence. He never ceased to scrutinize the decrees from Dunwall Tower, attacking each with the same ferocity. After Brockburn's terrible death, several more fell in Karnaca. Always old foes of the Kaldwin family, including Janice Tynes, the former editor of the Karnaca Gazette. A week after her scathing editorial called Emily an empress in name only, Tynes was found dead in her office, missing several limbs that were never recovered. Then the murders spread to other parts of the empire. Dozens have been taken, the latest being Ichabod Boyle, a respected businessman from Dunwall, who founded the Anti-Rationing Club to protest recent imperial decrees on the distribution of whale oil. I regard her within and without. Looks like a pretty painting to me. What do we have here?
You did well finding Anton Sokolov, my friend. The old man is with Kiran Jindash, who's prying him apart, digging out all his secrets, adding Sokolov's knowledge to his own. Who knows what wonders of natural philosophy Jindash will reveal in future days. But it's time for you to come out once again. Time to play. We have need for your special talents. The good doctors do for a trip to Dunwall because Ichabod oil is next on the list. Make haste, and make this one messy. Give the newspapers something to write about and give the people of the Empire fodder for their nightmares.
You know, based on this being in what's pretty much her workspace, it kind of makes me wonder, also based on her Jekyll Hyde serum, if she could be the Crown Killer. Sokolov's abduction. Dear friend, the dock captain just sent word that he spotted Sokolov, knows his habits, says Sokolov buys whale blood off boats by the gallon to make pigments, apparently. See, you seem to share some interests with the old genius, so why don't you go and invite him over like we said? The sooner the better. He's probably staying on a boat in the bay. I trust you'll be able to follow his scent, keep him safe in Addermire. Don't hurt him, or he will be useless for our plans. If you're hungry, though, the dock captain has served his purpose, and his second in command recently did me a favor. Luca. And there's a dagger in here. And this looks like this is probably where all of the killings have taken place. And there's apparently a dark hooded figure going around here. Probably the Crown Killer. I have my suspicions. Is there anything else in here worth taking? That's random. Just some bottles through the walls. Thank you to that. Okie dokie. She has certainly got an interesting office, I suppose we'll call it. Feels good to be able to jump that high again. Ah, hey look, it's Vasco. You seem to have something on your side there. What in the hell happened to you? You look like you got burned up and slashed to pieces. Did she just start getting pissy with you or something? Alright, anyway. What's up, Vasco?
What's wrong with you?
Dr. Hypatia did this. She's the Crown Killer. But she's not herself. She developed a serum trying to help the miners. The first version caused horrible changes to her mind. It's too late for me, but maybe you can still save her. She's a good person.
What can I do?
In my safe, in disease treatment, you'll figure out how to make the counter serum help her. The safe code is 121.
I've always wondered what your flesh tastes like, my dear assistant.
Okay. Well, I was definitely correct that she is the crown killer. And I believe I just quick saved before doing that. At least that's what I hope I did. Because I would like to go and talk to her before she turns all brutal killer and see what she says. So we'll be right back. So it looks like my quick save was a little bit further back, but you know what? It's good enough.
Are you a patient of mine? I'm sorry. I should know that.
I'm here to ask you about something.
Do you cover your face because you were hurt? The afflictions we treat here are more common than anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov. Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Kirin Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? A patient of yours?
The Crown Killer. That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh yes, the murders. I was in Dunwall, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting things. The Crown Killer is an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could help with that. It's just, I used to do such good work and now my memory is failing me. Who is that calling me? Excuse me.
I wonder if who is calling her is basically the crown killer in her head. What was that? That was... It looked like something was saying pickpocket. Anyway. While she's doing that, let's go look around and see if there's anything else before we mess with Vasco. Audiograph. Did we play this before?
I come and I go, putting Hypatia to sleep as I want. But even when she's awake, I'm with her, looking out through her eyes. My cold, dry sister. She saves her love for the sooted workers, suffocating deep down in the mines, for the children in hovels at the edge of the city, cursed with short, nasty lives. And for Vasco, her trusted assistant, missing now for months. Wherever did he go, dear sister? I long to take him apart, to roll in the mess, rutting against his slippery skull, driving myself against his red fever. In time, good Vasco. In time.
Well, she is certainly all kinds of messed up.
I would take hold of your tongue and pull it from your head if I could.
Okie dokie. Well, let's have our quick chat with Vasco here. We'll just go ahead and skip this because we know this already. Okay. So, here's the problem. She's probably going to be out there waiting for us to drop on us somewhere. Oh yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Just carefully move around because I saw things that were still alive out here.